Welcome back, everyone, to the IBH Podcast.
Welcome.
This is episode 4, I believe.
Yep. Episode 4.
Yeah, and today is March 31st. It is Friday, 6:45 p.m. We're recording this. And, on Wednesday, we went down to where our haunt is located, or where it's going to be built and located, where it's always been, and we went out and measured the space that we're going to be occupying.
Yeah.
So
kind of a work day.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
And we we have this big wooden archway that we left outside over the winter. We checked on that. We looked at all the stuff stored in the garage. And when time comes, when it's like nicer out, we're going to get everything out and see what we really need to buy. But it's not even close to the time yet, so we don't have to do that. But I just finished the layout 3D blueprint. I did it on a software this time instead of drawing it out, so I'll pop up a picture.
Yeah.
And we measured out the lengths that it was going to be put in, and then we tried to make some things work with emergency exits and stuff, because if we cut out little passageways or emergency exits, we'll be able to save money on the wall there.
Yeah, exactly.
Which Ian came up with that.
Yeah. It's going to save us money if we cut the wall out for emergency exits, or for
just like a scare hole.
Scare pathways and a whole bunch of stuff. But you gotta make them so like people don't go through them and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, what if they try to come and follow us in after we go back in?
Yeah, but I think we'll definitely like put signs and stuff in it. Like this way, or
we'll make it easy to tell which way you're supposed to go.
Yeah, and plus the scare ways are gonna be like blacked out and stuff, so
yeah, the only thing you're gonna be able to see is us coming out of them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we did a little business trip, quote unquote. Checked it out a little bit, kind of came up with an idea.
And we realized it's a lot bigger space than what Google Maps was saying it was, because we were measuring it from like the sky view on Google Maps, and it said it was only 40 feet on one section, but we measured it by hand and it's 55 feet. So we have a lot more area to work with than we thought.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And we did some layouts on our certain rooms that we have, and coming up with ideas for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, because it's probably going to be the coolest thing we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been like, I didn't expect us to get to work already, but technically we're not starting yet.
But we're tapping into the process of what's going to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, we have quite a bit of time. We still have all of spring and all of summer. And then at the end of summer, we're
going for it.
Start building. It seems like it's super close, but it's not.
It's 6 months till September.
Yeah.
Well, no, 5. I was counting March, because it's the last day of March. There's 5 days till September, which is when we're going to build. But the months before that is also times where we're preparing for everything too.
Yeah. And
so technically we got like
we're
4.
still in school and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna be as committed during the summer and stuff. Like, I'll be starting work soon in the summer, so when I have a break, we can actually do stuff. But yeah, so we did a little trip, go and see it, measured out some of the rooms, the perimeter, and we have a little idea of what we can do. But we also have to figure out ideas to how to save money, because it's nice to save money.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we just hung out, went to the mall, chilled, did our own thing.
We got Chick-fil-A too.
Chick-fil-A for lunch. Then we went to the mall. Basically, that's been it. We kind of just been hanging out recently and just doing our thing.
There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Nothing really to do until we get to haunt season.
Yeah. For us, at least. We're doing our best to do stuff, but try to, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, do stuff that will help us get there quicker, you know? Like, get supplies or those type of things.
Yeah, it'd be nice to do stuff, like, before like, the deadline, so that everything's ready and we're not in a rush with anything or worrying about times or weather or anything.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we did that. Just getting our blueprint 100% set up. And then when it gets a little bit warmer out, today was a little bit chilly.
Yeah, and it was raining earlier.
Yeah, a little bit. But once it gets warmer out during this spring,
start making more baby steps towards the process. And
I thought you were going to say something different. Start making more babies. That's what I thought you were going to say. But yeah, start making more baby steps towards
the big project.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we've been a little busy with just making sure we finalize this blueprint. But yeah,
we got it pretty good.
And both of us are still in school, so we're both grinding out school, trying to get it done. He's grinding out senior year. I'm grinding out my second semester of college. So it's a grind. Life's a grind.
We were looking at apartments the beginning of this week too.
Yeah, we were looking at apartments for us, you know.
Yeah, like around us, like a couple states away, or like right around our area.
Yeah, we're looking probably like in a 3 or 4 state
radius
area, including our state.
Yeah.
Trying our best to find an apartment that will be the best for us. Oh my God, some of them were like...
Some of them were so...
Holy.
Yeah. Like, you wouldn't believe, like, people would post these with the pictures they have.
Yeah. There was one of them, and it had, like, a 3D tour.
Yeah.
So, a 3D video tour.
And it was just
so, like,
trashed. It was a dump.
He was, like, clicking through it, and it was just, like... trashed.
Yeah.
Like bed frame is on the wall.
Yeah, there was
mattress all over the wall.
One room in there was like torn apart furniture, and there was just trash all over the floor, and you could see all the dirt and dust
It was a nice apartment.
Bad. Yeah, it was it looked brand new. Like there was pictures of it.
Nice.
There was pictures of it when it was all cleaned up, but the 3D tour had like all the trashy pictures.
Yeah. So it kind of made us be like, all right, this is off our list.
Yeah.
And then we found another one. And...
Oh, yeah, the crazy one bad. With the girl. Yeah, it's so nice. Want it
so bad.
But it's $19.50 a month.
Yeah, it's almost $2,000 a month. And Yeah, we can't really afford that right now.
Yeah, but it's probably the nicest one we will find. Unless we find one that's really cheap and nice like that, then that would be the nicest one.
Yeah. But yeah, we found a couple. I think he has 3 on his PC.
Yeah, I have a few
3
bookmarked.
on mine. A couple of them are bookmarked for us. That I found and he found.
I bet if we checked every day, there'd be new ones going in and out.
Yeah.
Because that's just how the market
so
works.
we've been looking for apartments because he wants to get out of his house, and I want to get out of my house.
The smartest way to live as a young adult is with other people, so you're not paying full price for everything and all that.
Like, I live at home because I commute to school when I need to. But, like, my parents said, take as much time as you want to make sure you are financially stable, and then we'll support you no matter where you go. So I'm finding and trying to find places, and most likely, well, it depends. We might go our separate ways, but me and Brady will always be brothers from another mother. But we never know. We might go separate ways, or we might get an apartment together and build our brand, IBH. We should get it trademarked.
Yeah, I know. Because everything's ours. I made the logo. I made everything.
Do you have to? Is there a way to trademark stuff?
Yeah. It's getting your own, like, copyright stuff. So, like, if other people, like, say someone else took our logo and tried to using it for something else that stood for IBH, we could, like, sue them or whatever.
Oh, so it's a lot bigger than just going through a website and trademarking it.
Well, yeah.
You probably need, like, a lawyer and shit.
Websites would be like, well, I don't think that far, but what if we want it? We could do our website link. We could get our own domain, and then it would be ours. Like, the one we have now is like the free version, but if you pay money, it'll just say like whatever we want it to say.
Yeah. But yeah, so kind of building our brand. Trying to find apartments that
aren't disgusting and
work for us. Have 2 bedrooms, and work from there. We found another one, very affordable.
Yeah.
But later looking into it, it's
it's the student housing or whatever.
Student housing.
Yeah. So you had to go to school around that area in order to live there.
Yeah. So that's not fun. It was a really nice apartment too.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
But that's why it was so nice, because you had to, and that's why it looked like such a steal.
Cheap. It was formal too.
Mhm. And it was on a huge facility.
Affordable.
Yeah. Had a huge facility with, like, the arcade and the gym and all that cool stuff you could go to.
Makes sense.
It was almost like a hotel, but for college people.
Yeah, and
it was more.
The university was right around the corner, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If we went there, it would be sick, but I don't even know where it is, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that. We're kind of looking around, checking out the market, because we want out, kind of. I know Brady wants out. Mm-hmm. Brady wants out. I'm not 100% yet. But you never know. He could come live with me and pay rent to my parents. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. Kind of just being online with each other every day and talking and coming up with ideas and watching videos and.
It's all we do around here.
Doing our thing. Getting our work done when we need to. Like today, after the podcast, I have like 3 assignments to do. then tomorrow I got a test and a quiz to do. So,
sheesh.
College life be like. But high school is so much easier work-wise. Like, you could, like, slack off for a couple days, and
Yeah, I know.
you could easily catch up. With college, it's like...
You miss it, they're going to move on without you.
Exactly.
That's how it is in college.
But, so yeah. That's what we've been doing. Looking for apartments, finalizing our outline. Yeah.
We can talk about, like, some scary stories or something.
Alright. Do you got one? I don't got one on my mind right now.
Well, not any, like, recent ones, but I think, let's say, like, back, it's weird, all of them happened when I was, like, really little and with my dad.
Yeah. Are you talking, like, experiences?
Yeah.
I really haven't had... I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Have I ever had a scary experience with something? I remember doing a Ouija board.
Yeah.
And we supposedly got in contact with, like, this lady from, like, Afghanistan or something. And, like, I believe in the Ouija board and all, but, like, sometimes I don't. Like, the last time we used it, it didn't work. But, like, I don't know. Like, the last couple times, I feel like people were moving it when we were together.
So it's all your subconscious.
Yeah. But yeah, so we had, like, some random Afghani girl, and she, like, was, like, telling us and stuff about, like, our family. And I was like, all right. But it was kind of creepy. It was kind of, like, eerie. And, like, we shut the lights off.
We had the candles.
Oh, yeah, we did it with you one time. We did it in the basement of my house.
Yeah, I remember that.
Didn't we?
Mm-hmm. We got home from the drive-in.
Yeah, we got home. And we turned the lights off in the basement. It was before my room was built in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a bed down here anyways. But yeah, we, like, set up, like, candles and stuff. And I remember we lost the planchette. And
we used, like, a magnet or something.
We used, like, a magnet, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like if people are not believing in it, or, like, not using their subconscious at the time, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone's subconsciouses have to work.
Yeah, that's why when I've seen a video and they did, like, a test on it, and they had, like, 8 people on, like, a Ouija board, and they did it just normally at first, and then they blindfolded everyone and did it, and then nothing happened. But when their eyes were open, it was moving like crazy. But then they blindfolded everyone and tried it.
Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
What do you think ghosts are?
I think ghosts are the perished people's souls.
Alright. Do you believe in demons?
Mm-hmm.
So you believe in all of that stuff?
Yeah.
Spirits, entities, demons.
The one thing that I don't believe in are like the mythical creatures.
Like unicorns?
Yeah. Like Bigfoot, the Jersey Devil, all the like crazy weird guys, the Mothman, all those weird things.
That's something I never knew about you. I believe in that. I believe in some of that stuff. There's like the cryptids and stuff.
Yeah, there's just no proof of any of them. They're all just apparently existing from stories or drawings or just people's minds. There's no actual video proof. All of it's fake.
Now, here's a question. Do you believe that demons and ghosts are... Demons are people who go to hell, and ghosts are the people who go to heaven?
No, I look at it as a different way. So, like, think demon doesn't necessarily mean that. I think it just means, or it's just that the behavior of them. Like, they're a bad person.
So,
they're a bad soul.
Like, for instance, a cold-blooded serial killer from 1932 who
they would be
killed a bunch of people.
They would be a terrible ghost.
They would be a demon.
Yeah, they would be a terrible ghost.
A demon or a mean entity, spirit.
That's how all of these haunted places are. Like the Axe House, the Conjuring Place, all the bad events that happen at these places are so-called haunted by the people that did those bad events. And then those spirits are super crazy.
Do you think ghosts or people who, back in the day, such as like the people who were in like Penhurst and tortured and sat there and for days on days and came out as a demon, do you think that it's the effect on them and their ghost / entity?
It's the
wants to get back.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. It's like they know what, like, since that place is haunted and when people go there, they think that everyone there wants to hurt them as a ghost. They think that everyone coming in there is going to do the same thing that they experienced, so that's why they're so aggressive and are notorious for...
If you think about it, do you think Penhurst has more demons or more ghosts in it?
I don't know.
Because there's a ton of people in there back in the day. So we'll have that's something that
I think the demons stay, and all the rest.
Ghosts can travel.
Go.
What do you mean by go?
Like they don't bother doing what the demons are doing. They'd rather do whatever ghosts do.
Yeah.
But the demons, they just want revenge.
Do you believe in like ghost paranormal activity people? Like, I don't know
the
what
investigators, paranormal investigators.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the TV show ones. They're all scripted and all of that. But like, if you hire one or like do something with one, I think those people are like truly like the ones. So like all the show stuff is fake, but like if you were to go with a paranormal investigator to a haunted place and like experience it for yourself, then that's
would it change your mind if the one on TV came to you and did one.
Yeah. Because, like, my mom is friends with one of the cameraman on Ghost Adventures, Aaron Goodwin.
Oh, yeah. So, I believe that ghosts are real. And I believe that you can talk to ghosts in many ways. But, I don't know. It's interesting.
All people's experiences that are labeled as ghost encounters are just unexplained events. Like, when you seriously have no explanation for whatever happened, you just category it under a ghost encounter.
Yeah, my cousin went to a school, and it was very, very haunted. And my older cousin, and he told us a bunch of the stories of that place. And he was walking out of his room one night, and he saw what they called the man with the top hat.
Ooh.
And he would, like, phase through the walls, but he would get closer.
And you could see it with your naked eye?
Yeah. So you could see, like, the figure of the hat and stuff. And then he said there's a couple other spirits there. There was a girl who went to a party a long, long time ago, and she got, like, blacked out drunk. And, like, a bunch of guys, like, took her and, like, basically, like, killed her and put her in the river in the back of the freaking school, and she, like, died. And then there's a couple other ones of, like, instances of, like, people jumping out the windows and stuff. Like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
The only one, like, I've had was I was staying with my dad, and we were at his sister's house, my aunt's house. And his friend that I knew for a while, they were like childhood friends, I believe, had passed away. Like, that's why he was up here, and that's why I was with him, because he was going to the funeral. And one of the nights I was staying there, it was just a super off night, and everything seemed weird. And it was like, I don't know the exact time, but it was dark out. So it was dark out, and it was, I don't even know if it had to have been a weekend or it was in the summer or something, but it was dark out, and we were just sitting in the living room. It was just us three at the time too, because everyone, usually it was my two cousins and my aunt were there, but they weren't there for some reason. I don't remember. I think one of them was with their mom, their, like, actual mom, and then the other one was with friends or something, and my aunt was working, I believe. So it was just us three guys, and we were just sitting in the living room watching TV, and the light in the kitchen starts flickering, and my aunt's husband got up and, like, started just looking at it, and he, like, took the casing off of, like, you know, like the glass part of, like, ceiling lights. Like, you can take those off and then it shows the light bulb. It was like one of those. So he takes that off and he like fiddles with it to see if it's, like, unscrewing or something, and it was perfectly fine. And he, like, gets a new one, and he takes that one out and puts it in, and then he puts, like, the cat back on, and then, like, it just starts doing it again. So that's when we were like, oh man, this might be a sign from him. Like he's trying to communicate with us. So then, I don't know how this came up in our conversation, but he decided to go outside with his phone and just sit in this old barn that was on their property. It's just a massive old barn in the backyard. And he decides to go out there and sit there with his phone recording with the flash on and sit in the barn. And he was out there for like 15 minutes. We're sitting inside just watching TV again because nothing else happened after that. And he comes back in and we watch the footage, and there's sounds you can hear. There's orbs floating around in the camera and
like some phasmophobia shit.
Yeah. So that was like
that's crazy.
One encounter that had an explanation to it because it was his friend trying to communicate with us.
Yeah. My sister sees a bunch of stuff, but we think she has like superpower or something. You know, like the mediums?
Yeah.
We think she has like something to do with that. Like she can talk to spirits and stuff.
Well, then we'll have to try doing something legit like that, like going to a remote place and sitting down in the dark and do something.
We're actually going to, me and her, I'm not sure if I'm going yet. I don't know if she's still deciding on who's taking but for her birthday she got like she ordered a hour meeting with a medium. And the medium like told me when I went and my mom went, and they both times we went, well, she went and then I went. Both times we went, she said, the lady that we went to, said, is there someone in your family who has a power? So we have an idea of, she thinks, because she's the only one that sees stuff. Like first week into living here, the first week we were here, she was seeing stuff, and she was like, I think this place is haunted. And we're like, it's not haunted. We just built this house, like from bottom to top. Like, there's no way that our house is haunted. Like, we just built this house. Like, it wasn't already here. It was built 4 years ago. So we have an idea, and she also has an idea, but we'll see. We'll see that if something comes up with her.
I don't even know why.
We'll have to see if we can. We'll have to see if we can get her on the pod and see her, like, listen to her experiences.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't understand how people like determine places as quote unquote haunted or paranormal, because like if you think about it, the entire every area on the planet should be quote unquote haunted because of more people have died than are living. So like why are some places just not active?
I feel like a lot of people are. I feel like a lot of places are haunted for reasons of like deaths and stuff in the building. Or like just events that happen. Like, but if you think about it, like I don't mean to offend anyone or bring something bad up, but if you think about the what am I looking for? Like the space that the Twin Towers stood right now. There's no one's had any ghost experience there or like said anything bad has happened there afterwards, because so many people died during that and died right there. Like, why wouldn't there might be there hasn't been people who come out. and said it.
I know, but then you see like these like random places, random houses that like 2 or 3 families have lived at, and they've supposedly died in the house, and then those are just the hot spots. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird how people determine these places.
I also believe that spirits, entities, demons, all that sort of stuff connects to things.
Yeah, that's what the Warren's Museum.
I feel like if you get like a mirror out of like a sketchy shop on the center of on the corner of the main street and you like pick it up and you bring it home, I feel like I don't know, I just feel like that would be scary, like bringing home like a haunted mirror.
Yeah, and then knowing that it's haunted.
Well, finding out it's haunted, like
Knowing, like the bad
but
way.
you'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Like your phone like lifts off the table and then flies across the room. Like,
or it starts writing starts happening in the mirror.
yeah, I see you. Something like that. I feel like that's scary, bro.
Yeah.
But that's why I won't ever get a sketchy mirror from a shop on the corner of Main Street.
I don't think anyone planned on that.
No. Oh my god. So Molly's best friend, Ashley, her mom got she got a mirror in her old house. She bought it like from some sketchy store.
Mm-hmm.
And like it haunted their house. I'm not even kidding. Her mom talked about it all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Like her old house, not her new one, but I remember her saying something about that. That's just brought it up. But
yeah, I mean, I'd love to get someone on here and ask them stories that have like, or someone with good stories. It'd be so
That'd be
cool
sick,
to listen,
dude.
and see their experiences.
that'd be sick. I don't know. We'll have to
Gotta
like
get my dad on this.
yeah. We'll have to like DM, see if we can DM someone.
Uh-huh.
Like on Instagram. Like some spiritual person.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Like that'd be so cool. But we'll definitely get some hosts,
Yeah.
co-hosts, or not co-hosts, guests. So,
Yeah.
sorry. We'll try to see if like Brady's dad wants to come on. He has a lot of cool stories about the military and stuff.
Aliens.
Aliens.
That's another thing I just can't believe.
And he's a very motivational type of person. Like, he has his theories about things.
And he's
So,
strong about the theories.
Yeah. So we'll have to definitely see if we can get him on. Even if it's for like 30 minutes or even a whole podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll try to see if we can look around and see if we can find any more guests that we can get on. That'd be cool if we like pulled some like ghost hunter or something
Yeah, I know.
and have them on the pod. But yeah, other than that, I feel like there's a lot of stuff. I'm honestly still mind blown that you said that you don't believe in that stuff.
Yeah, I just I know there's tons and tons of stuff out there about it, and like there's thousands of videos about like Bigfoot and stuff, and there's people searching for it every day, but like there's never been
finding Bigfoot.
Yeah, there's never been anything. Like if people have been looking for this thing for this long and they haven't found anything about it, then what? Like there's nothing to believe.
Yeah. I feel like there's cryptid though. There has to be cryptids, bro.
Yeah. Then that's the other half of me saying like, oh, why would these exist in so much detail if they didn't once exist, or if they're not real? Like you know, all like the stories of like just like random, have you ever watched Destination Truth when you were younger?
I might have.
Josh Gates.
Remember. My mom definitely has. I think I probably watched that episode.
Yeah, I remember talking to her about it. But he basically would go to these countries, like he'd go all out. He'd go to all these countries to search for these creatures, and he would get stories from all the locals, like complete detail, like where they live, what they look like, how big they are, like all this stuff, because these locals have claimed to encounter these creatures, and they're trying their best to help out this random dude from America who's trying to see him for himself. But you know, never once has he proved anything or found anything.
There's a couple videos I've seen, and it's like, I don't know if they're real or not, and it might just be set up, and I can't always believe what the internet shows. But there was this one video, and it was like skinwalkers can like scream like little girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can mimic screams of humans. And it was screaming, and you could hear it in the woods, bro.
Yeah, there was one Mr. Nightmare story, and it was like woods horror stories or something, and there was one like this guy like was going on a night hike in the woods, and he had just like got out of his car and everything, and he had stepped foot like into the bait or the edge of the woods, and he was trekking in, and he just starts hearing a lady screaming, and he starts sprinting in that direction because they're like saying help and stuff, but no matter how much he ran, how far he got, the scream would stay the same distance away. And then he was like he was like thinking in his head like, oh, this is all in my head, like what if this is a trap by someone? So then he books it the other direction and runs back out of the woods. But like those stories are just so, I don't know, there's not enough detail to believe them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Bigfoot, I want to believe in it, but I don't want to believe in it, because I've seen Finding Bigfoot.
Yeah, I used to watch that all the time.
It's so sus. It's so suspicious. It like,
even when
seems like they're like scratching. They're like off camera, like just scratching the tree. Did you hear that? Yeah.
Like those that's what I was saying about the ghost shows. Like all of that is so easily staged. Like so easily staged. They have infinite amount of tries to make something work or make something look real. Like there's just so easy to stage. And for the Bigfoot ones, or like any creature ones like that, they have all this night vision gear and stuff, but like, you know, that's all for the show factor. Like they're doing it to make themselves look like or look professional and think that they're actually gonna find something. And for the, like, you know, in the Bigfoot ones, they'd do those calls and they'd get calls back. Like what if there could be a person like like however
200 feet away doing it back.
Like it's so easily staged. But like some, and then
you can yell across the football field and still hear someone.
Yeah, when you when they would get calls back that like aren't humans, then that could just be a random animal. Like,
Yeah.
There's no way to tell it's Bigfoot. There's no way to put a name to that.
The only I can't say it. My dyslexia
Abominable.
is so bad. Yeah. I feel like that the only time I've seen it is from Monsters Inc. When he makes the yellow
snow cones.
Yellow snow cones.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's the only one.
That's the only proof of it.
Yeah, the only proof of unicorns aren't real.
Yeah.
I've never seen a unicorn.
Closest thing to unicorns, a deer or a goat that has horns. Yeah. That's all a unicorn is. It's a hooved animal with horns.
It's like a Tim.
Yeah.
It's like a Tim goat. Tim's our goat from our Minecraft world that we built like a week ago. We were just screwing around on Minecraft and we found a one-horned goat. But getting off track. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in Bigfoot, unicorns. I have theories about other ones like skinwalkers. I don't know. Like, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100%. A lot of the water animals, now those I believe in.
Yeah.
Like the
water creatures or stuff.
Sea monster from Vermont.
Because we haven't explored the ocean enough, like at all.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff we haven't.
Those ones I believe in. But there's so many animals, bro. It's so sad. It's so sad that so many animals are like on the urge of like extinction.
Yeah.
Like last time I checked, gray rhinos were like there was 40 or 50 left in the world.
That's crazy.
Like imagine that. Like maybe a year or two, those will be completely gone, unless if someone just like
they're
mass breeds them.
That's what they do. There's only like 40 in the wild, but they have a ton in captivity.
Yeah. But the cutest one that I'm very sad is it going extinct is red pandas.
Oh, are they actually?
They're adorable. Yeah. I don't know how many are left. Let me check. I'm pretty sure there's like 1,000 to 2,000.
10,000.
10,000?
Yeah, less than 10,000 in the wild though.
I saw one when I went to the...
I've seen one in a zoo in Rhode Island. There's like 4 of them. They're so unique and cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think like if people have been searching for these crazy creatures and animals that are thought to roam the earth, like there's no way that we haven't found them already.
Yeah.
There's no way they have a smaller population than like let me re-say that. Like in order for them to be this rare and undiscoverable is to have the smallest population ever. And that just wouldn't make sense because there's no way for them to reproduce. And there's sightings all over the world of them, or apparent sightings and talk.
So I just looked up 23 animals that we've lost in the past 150 years. And
what's the most like recent one?
Most recent one is the smooth handfish. It's in the waters of Australia. But yeah, that one, never heard of these. Most of these I never
it's probably
heard
going
of.
to be ones you've never heard of because they're relevant.
Bramble K. Malonius. It's a small mouse. It's looks like a small mouse. Yang TZ. I'm sorry if I butcher these. River dolphin.
River dolphin.
Last seen in 2002. The northern white rhino. Last male died in March of 2018.
Damn.
So that's the most recent.
It's because people poach rhinos. They kill them for their horns.
The Spix macaw.
Oh yeah, the bird.
The blue
blue one, yeah.
Went extinct in the wild due to the habitat destruction, illegal trapping, and trade.
That was on a bunch of news things a few years ago or whenever it happened, because that's the bird from Rio.
Yeah.
That movie.
The Tasmanian tiger. It is believed that the dingo populations threatened the Tasmanian tiger in extinction, in addition to overhunting from humans. What the? There's a lot of them.
Well, yeah.
Oh, this one's the half. I've seen a couple of these. Why is?
There's more.
This one is the half zebra, half horse.
The okapi?
Yeah.
That's extinct?
But no. I saw a couple last time I went to the golden toad, declared distinct in 1994. It was a infection that killed the whole thing. The whole species. Yeah, there's so many, bro. Butterflies, the Carolina parakeet, the West African black rhino. It was declared extinct in 2006. There's a ton of them.
Yeah, there's definitely more dead things than alive things.
Yeah. Dude, are you more scared of rattlesnakes, or no, any snake, or spiders? Are you scared of snakes or spiders? Let me just rephrase that. I already have my answer.
Probably spiders.
Yeah.
Because they're...
Now, if you saw a spider, would you freak out?
No, I'd kill it.
Just smoke it with your shoe.
Yeah, but no, dude. Some of them that have been in my house are you can't you try to squish them really fast, but they're so fast. They'll run out.
Have you seen dock spiders?
The wolf spider?
No, dock spiders.
Oh no. Oh, yeah, the water ones.
The big black water ones.
Yeah,
that,
they can go underwater. They can go underwater too.
It's so gross.
Me and Lily saw some fishing last year.
Just letting you guys all know, I have the biggest arachnophobia ever. Now, if it's a small spider, or a daddy long legs, I'll step on it. But when it comes to small jumping ones or whatever, big ones, big bushy ones, nope. I'm calling the exterminator for that. I cannot take it. I literally cannot take it. Now snakes, we don't have any big scary snakes here.
Yeah.
So it's not really a bad thing. We don't have big scary spiders either.
I just don't spiders are just, I just hate insects.
Ugh, it's just they just crawl weird, bro. They just need to walk better. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's really sad And like most of it, it's like people like poaching and stuff. When you go to a zoo, what's main animal you like to look at?
Probably like the big cats.
Yeah.
Like
The big cats are sick.
tigers and cheetah. I've seen a cheetah before.
Mhm. I'm a monkey guy.
You like the
I love
monkeys?
the monkeys. Yeah, monkeys are my favorite animal. Like, dude, monkeys are just so interesting.
They
I got
always-
a selfie. I got a selfie with a gorilla.
The
I think I've sent you that.
Yeah, I've seen that. The all the zoos have so many different species of them too.
Yeah. The little like teacup monkeys.
Yeah.
They're the little tiny ones. Oh my god, we were at a zoo with like some of my family, and like we were walking through, and it was like this open exhibit, like it was like a bridge, and you walked over it, and like they had like double doors on both sides, so like you had to go through 2 sets of doors to make sure like none of the animals got out. But it was like a butterfly / bird / monkey exhibit. And like you're not closed in. Like these monkeys, like you could like reach up and grab one if you wanted to. But this like type of species like wouldn't get close to you or
So
something.
they're like scared of
Well,
humans.
Kinda. But like we looked up and it was like just a monkey sitting on a branch. And it was the most adorable thing ever. But it was just like, it wasn't closed or anything. But, you know what I want to go to? I think this should be a trip for us.
Where?
I think the 3 of us, and if I get a girlfriend, maybe, we should do a freaking trip to the Boston Aquarium.
Bro, we already planned that.
What are you talking about?
Me and Lily. That's where
Man.
What? You can come.
Oh, well, you just...
That's where we were gonna go with. Remember when I went to the museum, the basketball museum, the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
We were gonna go to the aquarium the next day, but it
Oh.
was gonna be like really bad weather with the snow and stuff, so we didn't.
Yeah, I want to go back to the aquarium so bad.
I want to go to the science museum again too.
What is wrong with you?
What?
Why are you so geeky?
What?
You just said you want to go to the science museum?
Yeah, the Boston Museum of Science. I used to go all the time.
I've never wanted to go to a museum. I've always been dragged to museums. I'm not a fan of museums, to be honest with you. The only one I'm into is the Children's Museum. When you got to play in the fire truck.
Yeah, and the
the only
space shuttle and stuff.
I bet you we could still go to that.
Well, it's a new one now, and it's huge.
We should go to the Children's Museum.
All right.
That'd be sick.
My sister's going to one soon for a field trip.
That's sick. I remember going, and like
I
one of
went in
them
like
was,
kindergarten, and it was just you probably went to the Portland one with the fire truck and all the cars, the police car.
Yeah, they had like a ship out back,
Yeah.
and like we went on the like pirate ship and stuff. It was so cool.
And there was like
I missed-
5 different levels.
Yeah, I missed that.
Mhm.
But they had those cool activities and stuff, bro. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's honestly the coolest experience ever. Like every time you walk into a children's museum, it's like at any age you just turn into a child.
That's so true.
It's so true. Like you have like puzzle rooms, and you got like obstacle courses, and you got like
But then
giant tubes that drop water.
But then you realize that you're not allowed to do it because you're too big. So you
Yeah,
have
and
to
then you
sit
realize,
and
like,
watch.
You like look around and you're like, that kid's 5. That kid's like 6.
Yeah, you start talking about some
She's like 4.
crazy math problem, and they're
And
all
then
just
you
staring
look-
at you with their fingers in their mouths.
And you look up, you like open your phone and you take your camera out and you look at yourself and you're like, I'm 19. And you're like playing in the sand and they're all looking at you like, you know, you're too old for this, right? Last time we went to a science museum. I think I forgot where it was, but all right. Maybe I changed my mind. Science museums are actually kind of sick, though.
I know.
Now, if it's like a history museum, I'll be sitting down in the lobby. You guys have fun. Maybe. It depends on what's in it. It's cool to learn it. But I've been to a couple.
Same.
Of like, I know I've been to like a couple of these like castle things, and like I forgot where it was. It was not anything close to where we live. And like it was a castle tour, and like you put like a headset on, and like you get like a cassette player. You press
really?
play, and like it talks to you, and like the history of it. It was so stupid. It was so dumb. I was falling asleep while standing up.
That's
like,
hard to do.
Yeah. But it made me do it. Like, you would go... It was cool. Like, all the castles looked sick from the outside. It was, like, old-fashioned, like, way back in the day castles. That just opened up to the public, and you had to, like, pay a fee to go in all of them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, but yeah, you, like, some of them, you, like, had people tours, and you, like, just hopped in a group. And then another one, you, like, had, like, cassette players, and, like, you just walk through yourself and, like, look around and stuff. And it was, like, so boring. Sorry, Mom, if you listen to this podcast, but I'm just saying it was so boring. But we did that. We've been to a lot of, like, old-fashioned villages that they kind of open up and people can go through and see what it was like back in the day. Like, one was, like, a revolution camp.
Like replica ones or the real thing?
No, like, they were from, like, buildings that they just, like, repaired and then they opened it. And it's like walking into the revolution.
They make it like a tourist attraction.
Yeah, exactly. And they did, like, activities and stuff, and it was so hot one day. Like, it was, like, 104. In, like, we were all... It was when we did a lot of trips with my aunt, and it was so boring. It was, like, hot, humid, and all of us were just frustrated. And then we did, like, this thing where they taught us how to, like, shoot gunpowder.
Like the old guns?
Yeah, you put the gunpowder in the gun, you packed it down, and you, like, can shoot it. And it was super cool. That was the only cool part about it. My mom's very interested in that stuff. There's a couple places around here that do it, where it's, like, old-fashioned. They, like, show you, like, how to make old-fashioned cheese and, like, how to make that, and, like, how, what am I... like smiths and stuff, like armor smiths and stuff.
Oh, like with an anvil and they heat up the metal
like
and they slam it on the anvil.
Like, yeah, they're actually like banging hammers on this metal to make like chest plates and axes and stuff, and it was cool. That was the cool part. But it's boring. Like, people are like, really? It's the freaking 21st century. But yeah, this is kind of a all over the place podcast.
Yeah, I don't really know what to call this one for the title, but we'll think of something.
We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think we're gonna end it off there.
Talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that's kind of interesting. We'll get back in track on podcast 5. Will be coming out next Saturday. But yeah, thank you for coming and watching. Make sure you, again, drop a like, comment down below. And it was all over the place, but we didn't really have a main topic to talk about this at the beginning, so we kind of just like go off of what we started with.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching our 4th podcast. It's been awesome to do these. I'm burping as I'm saying this. But yeah, drop a follow, subscribe, all those fun things. Go follow all our socials. They'll all be down in the description.
Down below.
We will catch you in the next one, which will be next Saturday. It will be posted next Saturday. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the podcast 5.
Have a good one, guys.